Today we're looking at a 2015 Ferrari. The customer decided the car sat too high and he wanted to get it lowered, but the problem is you lower a Ferrari and you go over a speed bump or something, it's going to bottom out. So we were able to find a suspension kit from KW Suspension, and through Tag Motorsports out in California, they shipped it to us. So the procedure is you pull all four wheels, and in the front you have to pull the front wheel wells. Once you have that, you just basically take the shocks off. Now that we have the springs off, let's go to the clean room and disassemble. Basically what we got to do here is take the tension off the platform adjuster right here. So we have a spring compressor that we're using. Then we can take our adjusters and loosen them up. Then we take the tension off the spring again. Then we started doing this, we noticed that there's a nut inside of here that's pretty much buried in there. So we figured out that we would, instead of buying a $400 Ferrari tool, I had my fabricator take a 18mm snap-on socket. We cut it basically in a third and weld the other side to it. So we just slide this over the wire, get it connected to the nut, and it comes loose. Got a spacer, insulator, and spring. Then we have the bump rubber. And the bottom insulator. Now I'll clean it all up and get the other new stuff on it. So you put your bump rubber in, and then this is the actual cylinder that's going to lift up the car. So the whole purpose of this kit is to lower the vehicle, and then these hydraulic cylinders will fill up with pressure when you need them to. You hit a button and it raises the front of the car up by itself. Then you go over your speed bump and you hit the button again and it drops it back down to the normal ride height. The hydraulic pump that pumps up two cylinders that are underneath the coilovers. And the only place we can install this cylinder pump would be in the front trunk area, is where the manufacturer suggested where we put it. Then Mark took over and he did all the plumbing and the wiring. To put the button in, you have to drill a hole right through the carbon fiber of the center console. So Mark went ahead and took his time and taped it up and put a hole in it there for it, and it turned out perfect. The difference between the race style alignment that we do on our race cars and a Ferrari are surprisingly pretty close to each other. After you set your ride heights on your shocks, of course it changes your camber and your caster and your towing. So what we did is we went ahead and we set the camber to Ferrari specs, and then we went ahead and did a string alignment for the toe. On a normal car, you'd have the rear wheels towed in a little bit and the front wheels towed in a little bit. And on a race car setup, you'd have the rear wheels towed in a little bit and the front wheels towed out just a little bit. And as far as the camber setups go, they are about the same that we run on the McLarens right now.